but I'm just hoping that it's not as chilling. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and another video. In today's video, as the title suggests, I got vaccinated and I'm just going to be going through and giving you guys telling you guys about how my experience was, my side effects, and everything that happened with me and getting my vaccine. But before we get started, please remember to like this video, comment, share, and to subscribe. And also please remember to check out my other videos, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend to tell a friend. Alright, so before I get into the whole process and all of that, like many people, I was kind of iffy at first as it relates to getting the vaccine, because of course when you go on social media you hear so much things and you hear people have so much things to say about it. So I was kind of iffy at first and I had questions too, but my boss talking and she kind of convinced me and I said okay, and I saw a few videos and like I had conversation with some doctors and almost all of them were saying okay, go ahead, take this vaccine and whatever. So I made up my mind and I did it on the 14th of March. Yeah, I did it on the 14th of March. That was a Sunday. I got my vaccine at the Good Samaritan Inn. That's in Hero Circle, I think. Well, I don't know if it's in Hero Circle or if you call there's a Hero Circle, but it's very close to Hero Circle. That's close to where Wolmer's is. I did it there. When I got there this Sunday, a lot of people were there. Like when I say a lot, I mean a lot of people, but most of them were like elderly, and you know, they were there. And I went there and I waited under some of my friends to get there, and the process to get in wasn't long or anything like that, because we got there and although people were outside, they were asking for people who registered online and for people who had an appointment, and we had appointments, so it was easy to get in. So we went inside. When we got in, we kind of had a little counseling session with a doctor. He went through and told us what to expect, what to do if whatever happens, and after that we sat and waited for the nurses to call us over the other side. So while we were there waiting and the doctor talking to us and all of that, we had some forms that we had to fill out. So we did the paperwork, and by the time we were done, it's time to go on the other side, and that's where you sit again, they ask you some questions, and then you get an injection. And guys, when I said everything was like smooth sailing, I mean like it legit never took no time. The longest time was when you, like, after the injection and you have to come out and sit and wait. I guess they're observing you to see if anything happens within, I think it was 25 minutes. So we got over the other side, and as I say, we went to the nurse, they asked us some questions, did their paperwork, and then we sat on the outside waiting on the doctors to call us in. They had about 3 doctors working, or maybe 4. I think it was 3 doctors working. And like as I say, it was very quick. I went in, and when I went in, she asked which hand I used, and I showed her, and she said okay, well, you're not going to feel anything. And then I got my injection and I came back outside. And when we came back outside, they have this room and you go in there and you had some more stuff to fill out, and I did that. And after, they tell me to sit and wait for, I think it was 25 minutes, but if it's not 25, it's 30 minutes. So they say sit and wait for, so 25 minutes or 30 minutes. But you're there, and from time to time a doctor would come and check up on you. Okay, how are you feeling? Feeling weak? Feeling lightheaded? How are you? And for the 25 minutes I was okay. And also before I went and got the injection, like a few minutes before, I took 2 Panadol. So I took the Panadol before I went in because you know the whole vaccine thing. Or maybe I don't know, because I mean the last time I got vaccinated was maybe when I was a baby. So I don't really know, but you know they always say Panadol good for those stuff. So I took 2 Panadol before. And then after the 25 minutes, they come to you, they ask you how you feel, if you're okay, XYZ. I was fine, and then they told me that I was good to go. And like the doctors there and the nurses, they keep reminding you, take your Panadol, take your Panadol. Even when you don't feel sick, take your Panadol. If you feel okay, still take your Panadol. Anyways, that was done, and we left and we had to go back to work because we had to do the COVID test. And by the way, when you go to do your thing, you get this little card. So I guess this is your immunization card. So you get this card, and I think when you're going back for the second time, you have to take this with you. However, that was done. We went to work and we did our COVID test, and then I went home. Like by the time I got home, I was having a headache, but I wasn't sure if it was because of the vaccine or being that I was on the road from in the morning. I never got home until maybe 5 o'clock or close to 5 o'clock. So I was having the headache, but it wasn't bad. And then I always have headaches. So as I say, I wasn't panicking or anything like that because it was normal. And separate and apart from the headache, I was feeling fine. So I was okay until maybe in the night, 9:30, 10 o'clock, I started to get a fever. And I was still taking my Panadol, but at the time I started to get very cold, and I'm like, okay, this is the fever coming on. So I got up and I put on a sweatsuit, rub up with some alcohol, went under my blanket, turned off the fan, and I was under my blanket for like maybe 20 minutes, and then after that the fever went away, and then I was feeling okay. I was still up doing everything after the 20 minutes, and I wasn't hot or I wasn't having any fever at that time. Went to bed okay, woke up the Monday morning, and I was so sick. Listen, like it was just so crazy because I woke up in the morning, I was very weak, I had a headache, I had diarrhea, I never had any appetite, and I don't remember if I said that I was weak, but I was very, very weak to the point where I couldn't even stand up for long. And I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't eat anything. And at that point I was home alone because my sister went to work, so I was just here alone, and I was very sick. Even one point I got up and I went to the kitchen because I tried to eat something, never really worked, but I went to the kitchen and I said, okay, I'm going to try to clean up. Epic fit. I was standing in there and I just started to sweat, and I had to come in the room. I turned the fan on. I was laying in front of the fan, and it's like I was still so hot, and I was like, okay. So for that entire day I was just in bed, and like also all I wanted to do was sleep. Like no matter what, as I wake up I feel like okay, a time to go back to sleep. So all I want to do is sleep, nothing more. I don't want to get up out of my bed. I just asleep. Let's not even talk about the injection site. My hand had a ball in there, legit feel like a tennis ball in my hand for weeks. The swelling was there, and my hand, like I couldn't even lift up my hand at one point. So I'm like, what is this? And then when I was asking most persons about how their experience was and whatever, like it was relatable. So a lot of us could relate to the side effects that all of us were feeling. So maybe not all the side effects, but most of us had some of them, and you can talk to people about it, so you're like, okay, you're not alone. And then I didn't panic too because these were stuff that they told us about. So they told us that okay, these are the side effects, this, it's possible for this to happen to you. So I didn't really panic, and I got through the Monday. And then Tuesday, when I woke up the Tuesday, I felt much better. Not 100% better. I was maybe at maybe 60. 60%, and but the feeling that I had over me the Monday, like it just gone. And then the Tuesday you feel you like your nose, you feel much better and you're getting better. But I was still a little weak and I still had diarrhea, still never got my appetite back. I tried to eat here and there whenever I could. Made it through Tuesday as well, and then went back to work on Wednesday. Still never 100, still never back to myself, but I was able to go to work and I still had diarrhea. Not too bad, but I still had diarrhea. And like when you looked at me, you know that okay, something off. This girl not 100, you know, say she, you know, kind of sick, but not sick to the point where I had to be in bed. So I was able to go to work and all of that. And after maybe like a week or two, almost 2 weeks, I started to feel better. Well, I got better, and yeah, but it was explained to me that the younger you are and the stronger your immune system, the stronger your side effects are going to be. So I guess because I'm not so old and my immune system not so bad, I got a lot of side effects, but separate and apart from that, it was okay. And the one that I got is the, so I got my first injection, my first dose, and I have the second one in May. So I'm hoping that the side effects for the second one not so bad, even though a lot of people telling me, oh, the second one is going to be worse than the first one, and then you have some telling me no sir, probably it's not so bad. But I guess it all depends, because I know persons who got the second one and they say it wasn't bad, and then you have those who say they got it and the side effects were kind of similar to the first one. Shanae? So I'm anticipating that, hoping that it goes well, but I'll keep you guys posted. I mean, if it is that you're not ready to take the vaccine, that's perfectly fine. If you're ready, when the other batch come, jump on and get your vaccine. But as I said, if it is that you feel like you're not ready, and I can't blame people for saying they're not ready, and we can't force people if they're not ready, because I mean, this is a personal choice. But if it is that you feel like you're ready, go ahead and get it. And if it is that you're not ready and you need some more answers and you need to do your research, go ahead and do it. But yeah, that was my experience. I'll keep you guys posted with the second one. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Please remember to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe.